It's the weekend, everyone, and welcome to yesterday's Sports News Today. I am your host, Jay, with Unfair Sports Media, a great source for sports news and analysis in bite-sized morsels. This week had a lot going on in sports, from the NBA Conference Finals really heating up to everyone's fantasy football teams being riddled with injuries, along with a couple of new faces in new places. Make sure you check out our latest podcast, Lamar Manning or Lamar Brady, from my co-host Jimmy on his solo weekends, wherever podcasts are downloaded and listened to, as well as check out the OSG Fantasy Report so you can get the best picks and analysis for your daily fantasy teams. Let's dive right into yesterday's sports news today. There was a lot of ifs and buts in the NBA Conference Finals with the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. The Nuggets were roughly one shot away from being up 2-1 as they decided to win a game by blowout against the Lakers, and Anthony Davis hit a game-winning shot in Game 2 to ruin that opportunity. Now the Denver Nuggets are facing, once again, a 3-1 deficit. The question we must ask is, can the Denver Nuggets be the only team in NBA history to come back from 3 games down 3 straight times? The battle in the Eastern Conference is just as intriguing, as the NBA Conference Finals is definitely living up to expectations. The Boston Celtics fought back to get themselves a win, had 2 close losses, and then Tyler Herro decided to show up, torch them in another close game, as the Miami Heat beat the Boston Celtics 112-109 in the last game, and now they are up 3-1. Can the Boston Celtics rebound from this deficit? Will it take another Marcus Smart blow up in the hallway where he's yelling at everyone and saying that this is a bunch of BS? We will find out as we begin our new faces in new places. Former head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder, Billy Donovan, was announced as the head coach of the Chicago Bulls. He will sign a 4-year deal worth $24+ million to take over the coaching reins from Jim Boeheim, who is also still being paid by the Chicago Bulls, as well as Fred Hoiberg, who's also still being paid by the Chicago Bulls. In other sports news, Michael Jordan has teamed up with Denny Hamlin, the number 11 FedEx car in NASCAR, to create their own NASCAR team. And of course, their first driver in this experiment, Bubba Wallace. Let's see if he can secure the number 23 car, as well as the Jumpman logo all over it. It looks like all 10 FBS leagues will actually play college football this fall, as the MAC Conference joins the Mountain West and the Pac-12 in announcing in the last couple of days that they intend on playing football this fall. The MAC will play a 6-game conference-only schedule starting November 4th. The Mountain West decided that they wanted to one-up the MAC Conference and play an 8-game conference-only schedule for 8 straight weeks starting October 24th and joining the Big Ten Conference. The Pac-12 decided that they're going to only play 7 games, and they're going to start on November 6th. And it's going to be 7 games that are conference-only games. The question we have to ask ourselves now is, how many games will they actually get through without cancellation? As we can ask Houston, University of Houston, how they're doing, as they've already canceled 3 games. And to wrap things up from the NFL, you saw the listing of all the players that got hurt this past weekend. I have one that's a lot weirder than the others. Quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers, Tyrod Taylor, went out with chest pains. Now, Adam Schefter reports that Tyrod actually had a punctured lung that was done by the team doctor as he was administering pain relief for a cracked rib before the game. Tyrod Taylor is now out indefinitely, and he will be replaced by rookie quarterback Justin Herbert. The question of the week now is, will Dr. Nick be hit with disciplinary actions due to the fact that he punctured Tyrod Taylor's lung? If Dr. Nick was the doctor, at least it seems like with the Chargers, they have a tendency of having a lot of major injuries. And that's yesterday's news today. I'm your host, Jay, with the Unfair Sports Media, signing off. Make sure you check us out wherever podcasts are downloaded and listened to. Follow us wherever you get your social media as well. And we look forward to providing you more updates in the very near future. Have a great weekend.